I started writing picture books in 2009, and it was a very lonely start. You kind of go find some how-to books, and I was just writing in my basement and trying to churn out different types of picture books. I'm going to write a dog picture book this week, or I'm going to write a robot picture book this week, and just practice and see if I can do it. I really like giving myself assignments. So when 12 by 12 came around, I was like, this was just made for me. It was the perfect way to keep me motivated and on track and to have goals. That would have been enough, but on top of that, it had the community, and I was meeting more people and seeing that I wasn't the only person out there. People had the same kind of dreams that I did. All of a sudden, things really opened up and new opportunities came from joining 12 by 12. I think what helped me most from 12 by 12, I really liked checking in at the end of each month. It gave me something to look forward to. It made me proud of myself to be able to say, yeah, I wrote a new manuscript this month, and everybody else was chiming in, and it gave me a sense of accomplishment, and it made me feel like I was doing something. When you're pre-published, when you're just trying to build up your portfolio of manuscripts, you're kind of like, okay, I'm typing along, I'm coming up with these stories, nobody's read them, and I guess I'm doing this right. I'm going to conferences sometimes, but to be able to say, hey, I'm here, I exist in this industry, and I'm part of a bigger group, and I am actually doing it. I'm putting words down on the paper, and it's becoming something. And I don't know if these will get published or not, but I'm participating in the world of children's lit. And just having that sort of belonging gave me the confidence and the inspiration to keep going. I found that the more I wrote, the better I got. In that first year, it was just so explosive for me. I just wanted to write and write and write. So it was a great leaping off point for me. I have mentioned in the past that I really like using the combination of Picture Book Idea Month with 12 by 12. So generating a lot of ideas and then using 12 by 12 to actually bring them to life is the way that I do it. In 2013 November, I just wrote down a title, Jack B. Ninja. I was brainstorming ideas for a twist on a classic nursery rhyme. A few months later, I used 12 by 12 to say, okay, I like this idea, and I'm going to see if it works. It flew onto the page for me. Fast forward to months later, and it was sold to Scholastic. The other one was Water Song, which is a much more spare, lyrical kind of story. It's only about 50 words. And again, the nice thing about 12 by 12 is it gives you the freedom to experiment. You can do 1 month you can do a long prose piece, and the next month you can do a short rhymer. There's no rules, and there are members that are trying everything. So you can talk about that with other people. But Water Song, again, I got that idea through Picture Book Idea Month in 2014, and I liked it so much. When 12 by 12 kicked off in January, I was like, I want to write this water piece. And again, it doesn't happen every time, but this particular one, it just sort of locked in for me, and I was able to write that fairly quickly, send it to my agent. She loved it, sent it to Simon & Schuster, and they picked it up. So it can happen like that. The only 2-book deal was BittyBot, and I wrote that pre 12 by 12. During 12 by 12, I did a major rewrite. You don't always have to start from scratch with 12 by 12. Some months I will just say, you know what, this manuscript deserves a serious rewrite. It's like writing a whole new picture book. It's okay to start from scratch with the same idea, and I pulled that back and created BittyBot from Bedtime Bots. It's amazing how a rewrite can make all the difference in the world. I would not be where I am now as a writer were it not for my participating in 12 by 12.